Mark chapter 10 verses 35 to 45. The Son of Man came to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many. James and John, the sons of Zebedee, came to Jesus and said to him, "Teacher, we want you to do for us whatever we ask of you." He replied, "What do you wish me to do for you?" They answered him, "Grant that in your glory we may sit one at your right and the other at your left." Jesus said to them, "You do not know what you are asking. Can you drink the cup that I drink, or be baptized with the baptism with which I am baptized?" They said to him, "We can." Jesus said to them, "The cup that I drink, you will drink, and with the baptism with which I am baptized, you will be baptized, but to sit at my right, or at my left is not mine to give, but is for those for whom it has been prepared." When the 10 heard this, they became indignant at James and John. Jesus summoned them, and said to them, "You know that those who are recognized as rulers over the Gentiles, lord it over them, and their great ones make their authority over them felt. But it shall not be so among you. Rather, whoever wishes to be great among you will be your servant, whoever wishes to be first among you will be the slave of all. For the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for many. There is an old saying that says, you should be careful what you ask for because you might get it. Mark tells the story of James and John making the request, and Matthew tells the same story except James and John's mother makes the request. James and John, like the rich man, are looking for an assurance of salvation, and not only that, but certain places of honor. Jesus didn't ridicule them, he used the same teaching technique he used in the past by answering a question with a question, "Are you able to drink the cup that I drink?" James and John probably understood the cup to mean, a cup to drink from, or a cup symbolizing that they would also fight for the faith. They didn't realize that their own coming sufferings would be for their own purification and God's glory. To sit at my right hand or at my left is not mine to grant. This is another clear statement of authority as it relates to the Trinity. The Father is the head, the leader of the Trinitarian family, and thus the Father has already decided who will sit where. The other apostles became indignant, offended, with James and John. The apostles are to be humble, and of service to others, not to seek prideful positions of power. We should seek to serve God, and men with a truly spiritual outlook, not expecting anything in return. We should serve even those who do not expect our service. Being a servant shows true spiritual maturity. In order to be of service to others we must be humble, not ambitious. James, the leader of the church in Jerusalem, was thrown from a 100-foot southeast pinnacle, or tower, of the temple when he refused to deny his faith in Christ. When his persecutors discovered that he had survived the fall, they beat him to death with a fuller's club. Tradition tells us this was the same pinnacle where Satan had taken Jesus during his temptations. John faced martyrdom when he was boiled in a huge basin of boiling oil during a wave of persecutions in Rome. However, he was miraculously delivered from death. John was then sentenced to work in the mines on the prison island of Patmos. It was on Patmos that he wrote his prophetic book of Revelation. The Apostle John was later freed and returned to serve as Bishop of Edessa in modern Turkey. After a life of persecution for the faith he died as an old man, the only apostle to die peacefully. Just like Jesus, both came to the earth to fulfill God's plan and purpose for their lives, both taught the faith to others, and both were persecuted for their faith. Redeemed with the precious blood.